Hello, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Let me just check to make sure everything is live. All right. Welcome, guys. All right. So I am streaming system. So I'm streaming and I want to make sure that it's working everywhere. Because sometimes I have issues when I stream on Facebook. It doesn't really show up. So I want to make sure that it's showing up public. Because for whatever reason, it will hide my live stream. It'll lock it. Okay. So it looks like we're there. All right. So let me check this one. If you're here, say hi. Hey, Nathalie. Hey, girl. I still have not used the coupon for my Starbucks. But every time I see it in my email, I always think of you and your kindness. Thank you so much. Let me see. All right. So I usually only get Starbucks when I am at the airport, but I bought the United Club. And so I get all the free stuff in United Club. So I'm like, well, I never end up using it, but I'm going to use it. Okay, so welcome, guys. Hello, everyone. You guys are here. Say hi. Tell me what city, state, or country you guys are watching from. Mama Hummingbird, I should put my necklace on. It's in the other room. I should put my necklace on, but I'm going to mess up my live stream if I get out of here and go in there. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Tell me what city, state, or country you guys are watching from. I am just setting up my stream because I'm streaming on all the platforms all at one time. I am on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all at the same time. But when you stream like that, you don't necessarily see all the comments all at one time. So you have to have your screens pulled up, right? So I have Ecamm Live is how I'm streaming. And then I have a screen set up for Instagram to see your comments. And I have a screen set up for TikTok to see your comments. So I have to just do what I do to make sure I can see everything. Okay. For some reason I can't. Oh, there's TikTok. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Because TikTok comments were hidden. All right, there we go. There's TikTok there. What you have not used your Starbucks gift card for me? No, I haven't used it yet. All right, so I see from London, UK. Hey, San Jose, California. Where's everybody else watching from? Let me know real quick. Today we're going to be talking about going beyond going viral. I'll answer questions about how to go viral, but more specifically, we're talking about preparing yourself to go viral. And then also what happens while you're going viral and after you go viral. Because I tell people all the time that it's not if you're going to go viral we're talking about TikTok today, but this could be viral anywhere. But it's not if you're going to go viral, it's when you're going to go viral, right? Who here would say they went viral and they were not expecting it? If that was you, just type me, right? You went viral and you were like, whoa. Right. And let's just say viral for you is 100,000. Right. Now, viral technically is 1 million. But let's just say you got 100,000 views and you were like, who here that happened to you? And you were like, oh, my God, what do I do? Right. It happens to people all the time, right? I have a video right now on my new account on TikTok, and it's me talking about my weight loss journey. And right now it's sitting at 153,000 views, and I was not expecting that, but it's fine because I'm always prepared for whatever could happen as it's happening. So if you were surprised when you went viral, just type me in the chat. I would love to know. And we're going to talk about, beyond going viral. So if you guys are here with me for the first time, I'm Kia Kelly. I am a video marketing and social media strategist. Uh-oh, something just happened. Hold on. Oh, my computer moved Instagram. Okay, there we go. There I am. Okay, sorry. Ooh, what is happening? There we go. So I'm a video marketing and social media strategist. I teach people how to use video and social media to build an online brand and make money in their businesses. So that is what I do as a career, that's what I do here in my business. So anytime I'm here teaching and talking to you, I'm telling you from a place of I built my audience on my own. I built my audience from scratch along with everybody else. I got started in 2016 and it's been 9 years. Is that 9? Oh my God. Yeah, it's been 9 years since I've been doing this. So I've been doing it for a while. I'm not making this up overnight, but I've been doing this for a long time. And I started and built my business from zero. Okay. I built my audience from zero. Nobody, nothing, did anything, zero. Okay. So we're having a conversation about beyond going viral. What happens after you go viral? Okay. But first things first, before we get into that, let's talk about actually going viral, right? So when I think about the opportunity of going viral, I think that it's such a amazing thing, right? Now there's good things about going viral and there's bad things about going viral, right? But we're just going to specifically talk about the good things that happen when you go viral. You could be somebody with 10 followers on a platform and a video of yours goes viral, and overnight you can gain a massive audience of people. Okay. I've helped hundreds of people go viral, right? And overnight they went from nobody knowing they're existing to kaboom. Okay. I remember one of my clients, she didn't really believe she could ever go viral. She gained 10,000 followers in her first 2 weeks. And one of my other clients, she gained 14,000 followers in her first 3 days. Okay. And they had never gone viral before and never thought that it would ever happen to them or for them, but it did once they used my framework to create viral content. And so when I look at what happened for them as a result of going viral, their message reached millions of people beyond what they could ever possibly do organically. If they paid for paid ads, it would cost them so much money to reach all the people that they reached, but they were able to do it with one video, right? And so when I think about the possibility of going viral, I think that going viral is a beautiful thing for any and everybody, especially if you're trying to build something online. Okay. If you're trying to build something online, going viral is such a blessing, right? Now, sometimes people go viral and they don't know what they did and they can't repeat it. And then other people go viral and they do it all the time because now they're able to repeat it, right? Because now they have a system for going viral. And so it's an amazing thing, right? But on the other side of things is that, there's a lot of negatives about going viral, but I'm specifically talking about it as a business owner. So on the other side of things, the downside of going viral is that if you're not ready for your business going viral, it could put you out of business, right? What does that mean? That means if you're trying to sell phone cases and you only have 50 and you sell 20,000 and you hand make these phone cases or like personalized phone cases and you promise them that it'll be delivered in 7 days, you're gone. Because you can't make 20,000 in 7 days. You can't ship them out in 7 days. You're like, oh my God. And then if you're a one-man show, oh my goodness. Right? Now you're trying to figure out how to fulfill all that, right? And some people, they get grace from people and they're able to get things done, right? And over time. Other people, they start calling them a scam artist. They start blasting them, getting them canceled because they're not delivering the order when they said that they would, right? And then it hurts your business, right? And it can put you out of business. But also, one of the downsides of going viral is that, and I love going viral. Okay. So just, if you're just joining, this is not the bad things about going viral. We're talking about the good and the bad. But one of the other downsides of going viral is I saw this in 2020. I watched all of these people, mostly young people, right? In their 20s, right? I am not against the 20-year-olds. I love me a good 20-year-old, okay? I value people who are half my age. I'm like, if I can keep people who are half my age around me in my business will always be creative. My business will always be relevant. I will always know what I'm doing with my business if I have younger people around me. Love them. I mean, if y'all watching this, I love y'all. Okay. So I'm not knocking. Okay. I just got to put that out there. So one of the downsides of going viral, and I saw this in 2020, was there were young people who had a viral video or they had several viral videos and they sold a ton of what it is that they have to offer. Right. And then as a result, hold on. TikTok's malfunctioning. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's the internet. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. We're back. All right. Anytime my AC is cutting on, cutting off, we have an internet issue. Anyway, so because they had a couple viral videos, these people went and got these. What is that? You can quickly mute or block someone. Okay, thanks. So as a result of them going viral a couple times, they felt like, oh, I need to go get a warehouse. Oh, I need to go and hire all these employees, right? And they did. They got these warehouses. They got all this inventory. They hired all these people. And when we all went back outside, like, we were all sheltered in place for a little while. And then when we all started going back outside, their videos weren't going viral anymore. And they were like, they couldn't figure out how to get more inventory moving because they had a viral moment. They didn't have a viral marketing strategy to make all their content go viral. And so a lot of people lost their businesses because they thought that this was it. Like, I can do this over and over and over and over and over again. And my videos are always going to do this. TikTok is always going to do this, right? And we have to think about beyond going viral. Okay. I love going viral. I teach my students all the time about going viral. People will hire me one-to-one and I give them strategies on this is how we're going to go viral this week. Okay. I love it. Right. But I teach my audience about let's prepare for after virality. Let's prepare before viral, when we're viral, and after we're viral, right? Because going viral could be a one-time thing. It could never happen again, right? And you have to have some type of plan in place that's going to allow you to still make money, to still do whatever it is you're doing, even if you never go viral ever again. Is this making sense to everybody? Right? So like for those that are content creators and you've been saying to yourself, I want to grow my platform faster, right? As an influencer, great. You can 100% create some content and some content strategies that will help you to be able to go viral all the time, right? But you also will be creating content that is not going to go viral all the time, but it's still going to sustain you. It's still going to help you create amazing content, connect with your audience, because we all know as influencers, the content that goes viral is not our brand deals. It's just not. When we do a brand collab, that content doesn't go viral. Typically. Now, Michaela, it does, right? But typically the content doesn't go viral. And so we have to know how to create great content if we're going to do brand deals so that people still connect with the content and buy the product that is being sold, right? And that's like me with my business. I teach social media. I know that a lot of my educational type content is not going to go viral, right? So I have to go, what is my system to help me to be able to build an audience, sell what I have to sell, work my business and get my clients, right? But also nurture the people that are already connected with me. Okay. And so one of the ways for you to be able to go beyond viral is you have to have some type of way that you're staying connected with your community. Okay. Let me give you some examples. So if you're talking about Instagram has this thing that's called broadcast channels, okay? And a broadcast channel is basically a private group chat, right? Now, only you can talk to your community. They can't talk back to you. They can take a poll, they can react on something, but they can't talk right now, okay? TikTok is launching the same thing on TikTok, right? Right now you have the ability for, I think it's 200 people to come and join a private group chat, right? But right now on TikTok, when people join that private group chat, you can talk to them and they can talk to you. So a lot of people aren't using that yet, but it's a really great way to get people in here. Why do you want that? Because here's the deal. If I go viral, right, on TikTok and my video crushes and I got all these people commenting, well, unless I comment back to what just happened? Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Unless I comment back to everybody one-to-one, I can't talk to everybody. But if I can get everybody to come into a private space where I can talk to them all at once, that's golden, right? If I can do something that's going to allow me to talk to everybody at one time, that's golden. That's why those broadcast channels, those private group chats, why those of us that are digital marketers talk about email marketing, text message marketing, all those things. That is one of the things you want to be thinking about when it comes to beyond going viral, okay? Because I'll give you an example. So I have this mic set that I have here from DJI, right? Amazing mic, right? So let's just say that I was this company and I am launching this, and I did the video went viral, right? And I got 4 million views, right? Well, I can't follow up with every single body that viewed the content. Right? If they commented, I can follow up with them if they commented. But what if I was able to go viral and everybody that was viewing the content, I was encouraging them to come and join a private community, right? Then guess what? Let's just say it's 100,000, 200,000 people. I can talk back to all those people and be promoting this thing. If I have something new, I can promote that thing. Right? Does that make sense? So if I have content that goes viral, what I want to have happen is I want people to come from the videos into some private space. So I have some control over the conversation, over the communication. Okay? Because if you don't have control over the conversation, then going viral was just great for that moment. But we don't want moments. We want long lasting things, right? Who here wants long lasting things? Let me see. Sorry, TikTok is having I'm seeing like some buffering. Okay. Thank you so much. So who here wants some long lasting things? Okay. If you guys are watching on TikTok, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, if you tap your screen and give likes, TikTok really, really, really loves it when the likes are increasing like crazy on the platform, because then they push the video out more. So I'd appreciate that so much. Okay. So most of us want things that are long lasting, right? And so if you're a creator, and you're not creating some type of private space for you to be able to communicate with people back and forth, I would challenge you to do so. Okay? Because here's the deal. I'm doing a collaboration with TikTok, right? And let's just say I was doing a long-term collaboration with TikTok. Well, TikTok knows how many followers I have on TikTok. They know what my engagement is. But what if I told TikTok, hey, so I also have a private community, and that community has like 50,000 people in there. And when I talk in there, all 50,000 people get notified. I can guarantee you that I can ask them for more money for that partnership, right? Because not only can I create that content on my account, but I can get all those people to get notified. Right? So when I tell people I have 14,000 people on my email list, people love that number, because if I send one email, everybody gets notified, right? I've been working on my broadcast channel on Instagram. It has 600 people so far. Not a whole lot, but 600 is still great, right? Guess what happens? If I send a message to the broadcast channel, 600 people get a notification. That notification does not go away until they open the message, right? That's like a text message. A text message doesn't go away until you open the message. So those of you that are building online communities, right? You're building your business online. I would encourage you, yes, learn viral marketing strategies, which is what I'm going to be teaching on the inside of my 3-day challenge, right? But also, I want you to go beyond viral, and I want you to build a community that you can talk to all the time, right? That you have control over. I love TikTok. I love Instagram. I love them all, but we don't own them, right? Like Mark Zuckerberg owns Meta, Chew owns TikTok, right? And there's only so much control we have over communicating with our communities. But if we are starting on social and then pulling them to some type of private space, we have the control again, right? And I want every single one of us to go viral over and over and over again. Listen, when I go viral, it is like everything to me. You hear what I'm saying? Like, it makes my day when I go viral, right? Why? Because I just connected with like 1 million people, or however many people I just connected with, right? And I have this opportunity for growing beyond a way that I couldn't before, right? Because now I'm reaching all these people, right? Like I have this new account on TikTok, and this new account is growing by like 100, 200 followers a day. And it's really cool because I'm watching, that community grow, and my ability to create with them, and then my ability as an influencer on that account to do what it is that I'm doing over there. You know what I mean? But virality is helping me with that. But I'm also intentionally pulling my community from that account to a private space to be able to have more control over engaging with them, right? And then if I offered something at some point in time, I have control to be able to do that with that community. Okay. So let me pause because I can get on my rant. I want to open up for questions. If y'all want to ask questions about virality, going beyond viral, building a community, whatever. Okay. Y'all, I want to open up for some questions. Okay. But also, I was telling you guys that teaching people how to go viral is what I do all the time, right? I help people create amazing content. It goes viral. And then we also teach them systems for capturing that audience and then selling the products and services that they're trying to sell. Okay. And one of the ways that I do that is through my 3-day challenge. Okay. You see it on the screen. Okay. So I'm doing a 3-day TikTok marketing challenge where I'm going to be teaching you content marketing strategies. Okay. I'm going to be teaching you all about strategic hooks, all about viral marketing strategies, and then how to get the biggest bang for your buck and out of every single content that you create on TikTok. Okay. Now the challenge is $7. Right. So I know you listen, y'all know I'm a business owner. You're a business owner. Right. And so it's 3 days. It's 1 hour each day. All right. And then I'm going to teach you how to create great content on the TikTok platform, teaching you what the algorithm is looking for, because a lot of times people will say the algorithm hates me. It does not. Okay. I'll teach you, here's how to play well with the algorithm. This is what the algorithm wants. Give it what it wants and watch you get what you want. Right. So now I'm teaching you all of that inside of this 3-day challenge. Okay. So I'm opening up for questions. So for those of you all, you've been following me for a while and you've been saying to yourself, I'm going to learn TikTok. I'm ready to learn TikTok. If you're finally at that place where you're like, you know what? I'm actually going to do it. Okay. I'm actually going to invest the time, invest the energy to learn TikTok, to create on TikTok. Then I want you to join us for our 3-day challenge. Okay. The challenge starts on June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and it's 1 hour each day. I'm teaching you all the goods, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's a one-time $7. It's cheaper to learn how to go viral and build a mega business on TikTok than it is to go to Chick-fil-A, right? So $7, and you guys get to work with me for 3 straight days, okay? Now, if you're watching this and you're on Instagram or you are watching this on Facebook, we have a chat bot that will send you this link. Facebook and Instagram. If you type the word challenge, Facebook and Instagram, our chat bot will send you a DM. So Instagram and Facebook, if you type the word challenge, I will send you a link. Okay. If you are watching this and you are on TikTok, YouTube, or LinkedIn, you have to go to the link on the screen. Okay. KenyaKelly.com/challenge. Okay. Now I wonder if I can pull this up for y'all here on TikTok. This is interesting. I'm going to my TikTok account on my phone. And I'm wondering if I can see myself live in here. No, I can't. Okay. I wanted to see if I could pull something up on screen. Because TikTok has this new feature. Let me see something real quick. TikTok has this new feature where you can, like when you are live, where you can let people send you DMs. But I don't think that feature is here on screen. No, I don't think it's here on screen. Okay. Nope, I don't think so. No, it's not on screen. Okay. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. There's this new feature on TikTok Live when you're on your phone and you can send them a message where people can send you a DM, but it's not available to me. I can't see it on my, using a desktop tool. Okay. All right. Let's open up for some questions. What kind of questions you guys have about viral marketing, content marketing, building a community? What questions do you guys have? I know y'all have them because you guys are here. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have any questions. I'm glad that you're here, but I want to make sure that I can help you while I'm here. Okay. Again, our 3-day challenge starts on Monday, June 2nd, which is a week from now. Okay. And it's only $7. And I'm going to be teaching every single day for only $7. Every day for 1 hour for $7. Okay. All right. Questions. Questions. I don't see no questions. Any questions? I'm always surprised when y'all don't have questions. Let me see. Okay, let me see what I can see uh on my phone. I'm logging into my other account and I'm gonna see what I can see on my phone. Because maybe I can't see certain things. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this is it. Okay, I see it. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So hey TikTok, I can see all y'all here, but I don't see anybody asking any questions. This is very interesting. I'm usually live and people never not ask questions. So I'm always surprised when people don't. How does one get more customers? Okay, so what are you selling? Where do you find trending sounds? Do you use any? So there isn't necessarily a specific place on what trending sounds. However, if you go to use a sound, so if you have a video and you click on add a sound, if you go to the sound library, like, let me find it real quick. I haven't looked at it in a while. Let me see. I'm going to create this. I'm going to go add a sound. Let me see real quick. Because there used to be a space where, let me see. So sounds, search, discover more sounds, TikTok viral. Yes. Okay. So here's how you find a trending sounds. So when you have a video and you're getting ready to post your video's on screen at the top, if you tap on the sounds, right? And then when that box pops up, you're going to click on the little magnifying glass that pops up. You click on that and then you click on discover more sounds. And then you scroll down to where it says TikTok viral, and it's going to let you see all the current viral sounds on TikTok. They used to have a different feature that would show it was different, but it updated since the 12-hour TikTok ban. So that's the new way. That's the old way that it was originally, and then they changed it, and then now it's back. My question is how to build a community. So what is your specific question about building a community? Because that's a loaded kind of question. I sell clothes and shoes. So if you're trying to sell clothes and shoes, like, you have to create content in a way that makes people say, oh my God, I want those shoes. Oh my God, I want that shirt. Right. So I have seen people who will show, here's how to wear this shirt 5 different ways. Right. And they'll show the shirt with a skirt. They'll show the boots with short. They'll show it multiple ways in fun, creative ways, right? Or you can use like trending audios, right? For example, let's just say I was trying to sell this shirt, and I was going hard trying to sell this shirt, right? Well, there is that sound on TikTok that says she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment, right? And there's like music associated. Well, I can take that shirt and I can talk about that she's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. I just have to find creative ways to showcase the shirt while I'm saying it, while the audio is playing. So you have to take the creativity that is already given to you about a certain scenario, and then you want to change it to be about the clothes that you're selling. Right? And you can do that with anything. If I was trying to sell this water bottle, I could do the same thing to this water bottle. I could do the same thing to this mic, right? It's just about seeing what's working for something in general and then coming up with a creative concept for what it is you're trying to sell. I popped on late. I had 2 videos recently go viral. I know to be consistent is 1 video a day long enough. So here's my rule about content creation. You have to do what you are able to do, right? Now, if somebody's trying to grow an account really fast as an influencer, the more times you post per day, the faster you're going to grow. Good content. You can't just post anything, right? The more you post per day, good content, the faster you're going to grow, period, right? But if you're not in a space where you can post that often, you've got to post based upon what you're able to do. Right? Now, if you had a video go viral, what you really want to do is you want to study that video and you want to see what did you do differently in that video versus all your other videos and figure out how you can recreate that same experience so you can go viral again. Okay? That would be my number 1 thing I would be thinking about. What did I do? What happened? And how can I recreate that? I use some of your advice and applied it to my business. Yay! What was your result? I would love to know. How can you do the same for real estate? It's the same thing. You know, Stacy, I spoke at the California Association of Realtors conference, and I was showing them, here is how you guys think you should create content as real estate agents. But here is a more creative way to showcase the stairs. Here's a more creative way to showcase the bathrooms. Here's a more creative way to showcase the pool, right? So you don't have to say, here's the pool, here's this. You can literally use some of those sounds like, let me see. I'll give you a random scenario, right? So let's just say you had a property you were selling for someone, and as soon as you listed it, somebody came and they bought it, right? You can utilize, there's that sound that says, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 right? And you could take a scenario of you outside of a home with your for sale sign, right? And then when you're putting the sale sign down, you look at your phone and you're like, it's already been sold. And you're like, I got an open house today, right? So it's like, they can't hear you say it, but they see you with the sign in the yard, putting in the open house sign there. And then you look at your phone and it's ringing and you're like, and you hear, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. And you're like, that is sold out in one weekend, right? That's just one way to advertise as a real estate agent, right? And that's utilizing a trend. But you can utilize so many different trends to be creative, to do what it is you're trying to do, whether it's selling a property, whether it is talking about your company or your brokerage. It's just giving yourself permission to utilize creativity, even in a professional arena, right? So like, I remember when I first started creating content on TikTok, I thought I had to be the LinkedIn version of myself, but people didn't care about that. And so when I got to TikTok and started being more creative with how I created content, I started taking that content and putting it on Instagram because there wasn't Reels back then. I took that same content, I put it on TikTok, on Facebook. The amount of people that were drawn to my content was a lot. Why was that? It was because it was different from what everybody else was doing. Okay. And so that's not just to real estate. That's to anybody, whatever it is you're selling. You got to give yourself permission on how can I use creativity to promote what I'm promoting, and not in a way that I do it the traditional way. Yes. I love the mothership. She's amazing. Love her. Okay. And so this is what I'm saying to you guys, is that there's an opportunity to learn how to creatively create content for yourself or for your business. And that's really what I want to talk to you guys about in our 3-day challenge, right? So if you guys been saying to yourself, yes, I remember you said yes. So I do a lot of public speaking, and I always tell people that LinkedIn is like your 9-to-5 personality. TikTok is your 501. So when you clock out of work, who are you? TikTok is like, show up with that, right? But not only TikTok, but video marketing today doesn't want your 9-to-5 personality. It wants 501, because you're talking about humans. You're trying to connect with humans, and people don't log on to social media to be bored. They log on to social media to be entertained. So if you want to figure out a way to sell what you're selling, you got to give yourself permission to do marketing a little bit different. Right? That's why Duolingo, we all know Duolingo so well. That's why we all know Wendy's. We're like, Wendy's, we cannot believe the things Wendy's is allowed to say, right? But we know them because of that reason. Then we watched how Chick-fil-A was showing up with all the cows, eat more chicken, the billboards and stuff, because it gave them more creative freedom. Right? We don't really see that from like Burger King or Taco Bell or whatever, but we recognize the ones we're like, they got it. They just got it, right? And so it's the same thing that comes with you. Is your goal is to create content that is easy for you, but also really connects to your audience to sell your product and service. You can't let this be hard for you. It's easy for you. It's only hard because you're kind of constricted into an older way of thinking, and you got to give yourself permission to do things different. You just have to. You can't do things the same way because marketing has changed. Think about it this way. If you look at all social media platforms before 2020, they all look different. Think about it. Think about 2020, how YouTube was, how Facebook was, Instagram, Pinterest. Think about how all they used to look. And then when everybody came on TikTok, now every social media platform looks like TikTok. You go to LinkedIn, they got shorts, Pinterest idea pins, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, right? I love the platforms. I'm just saying marketing has changed. And so they had to change their entire platforms because marketing changed. You have to change your marketing because marketing has changed. And it doesn't mean that you're doing anything that's off brand or it's going to taint you or your business. It just means that what was working isn't working anymore. Okay. So no, I'm not recording this live, but if you join the 3-day challenge, it's only $7. It's every day, 3 days for an hour, and you get the replays. Okay. And I'm teaching this way more. I have like PowerPoints and all that stuff to teach y'all. I have sample videos, all that. So if y'all been saying to yourself, I want to work with somebody, $7, 3-day challenge, 3-day TikTok marketing challenge. You can take everything I'm telling you about TikTok and apply it to Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, whatever shorts you're going to use. Okay. And it's $7. Okay. All right. Delana. Yay, girl. Okay. So listen, super, super, super inexpensive, right? And you get to work with me every day for 3 days. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to my favorite place in the world is Chipotle, I can't get nothing for $7. I can get the chips and guac for $7, but who wants that? I want the bowl and the chips and guac. When people ask me questions, I always reply with their name and say that's a really good question. That's great. I love that. Right now, I can't say that I do that all the time, here, because I'm streaming everywhere. Like right now, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn. Your girl is everywhere right now. And so I'm fighting for my life to be able to answer all the questions, let alone answer everybody's names. I love y'all. But if I was on one platform, I could say y'all's names. And some of y'all don't have y'all's names showing. Some of y'all be like 44999. I'm like, who is that? Is that Tracy or is that Aincy? Who is that? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So listen, I have a meeting coming up in like 20 minutes. And so I got to jump off. Okay. But I want all you guys. What is that? Oh, sorry. I got all these notifications to like join stuff. I'm like, what's going on? My phone is buzzing, honey. But I want all you guys to come join me in the challenge. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Thanks for having me. When we go live, do we film from our phone? When we go live, do we film from phone and look at the comments on laptop? No. If you're going to go live from your phone, look at the comments from your phone because you can see them in your live stream. Now, if your live is full of people and you don't want to miss questions or questions, sure, you can have your live pulled up. Me, I'm on all the platforms and I'm on my desktop right now, so I can see everything. But if I was on my phone, I can see the value of going live from my phone and having my laptop pulled up to be able to see the questions. I can see the value in that, right? But unless your live is packed with people and they're always asking questions, then it's not necessary. But that's going to happen at some point. So maybe at some point. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So again, I want all you guys to join me for the 3-day challenge. If y'all thought today was good for 35 minutes, you spend 3 days with me every single day. Okay. Every single day for an hour. And it's a total of $7. Okay. If you see the link on the screen, it's here, KenyaKelly.com/challenge, but it's also in my bio. So it's in every single bio. You guys, whatever platform you're watching me on, it's on all the bios. Okay. Or you can just send me a DM. Okay. If you're like, girl, send me the link. You guys send me a DM. It's too many of y'all here for me to remember who wants the link. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let me let you guys go. I look forward to seeing all you guys inside of our challenge. And then I will come back and see you guys tomorrow. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Bye, guys.